Good. Hey everybody, we are in the startup zone at the International Builder Show in Las Vegas, Nevada, and we can't do any or all of this without our supporting members, so thank you so much to Cobalt Crete and FIBO for bringing all of this cool information to you. But with that said, let's get into it. We're standing at Cambium here in the startup zone, and standing with me is Jeff, and Jeff's going to tell you a little bit about what they have going on.
Yeah, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. Appreciate the time and being here.
Yeah.
So at Cambium, we are actually salvaging fallen trees all across the country.
Yeah.
So trees come down for various reasons: disease, disaster, development. Huge, massive problem. Happens about 40 million times in U.S. cities alone. That material ends up getting burnt, chipped, or put in a landfill 90% of the time. We are building the first national supply chain to actually salvage that material and turn it back into durable wood products for the furniture industry, the mass timber industry, and all the builders here at the show to turn back into decking, siding, fencing, and wall cladding and things like that for the built environment.
So the wood that's on the side of the highway in the wood line that's just laying there, which I would look at and go, I need to come back and cut that up for some firewood, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
You're saying is you guys want to come and take all that, have a resource to where that can go somewhere and be repurposed.
Exactly. And the carbon benefits outsized here. Obviously, we're really focused on planetary health. That's a big why here at Cambium. And we use technology to really make it super easy to connect that dots. Yeah.
So how does that work? Let's talk about what the distribution system would actually look like, because that's a big, tall task.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. And so for us, it's technology is the secret sauce. We're really using that to connect arborists and tree service companies to sawmills in a way that reduces friction, makes it very easy. It's never been done before with our mill market platform. And then we're tracking every board, every log through the entire system, which allows us to now manage where that material is through the system and then get it to builders, get it to our distributor partners, get it to our furniture brands that we work with very seamlessly with all the carbon data and keeping that footprint as tight as possible, because that's really what we're about.
How do you process it, right? I see different levels of wood here, obviously different species fall. First of all, tell everybody who you are and then tell us about the process.
My name's Zach Tolbert. Happy to be here. So we work with a variety of materials, and it really depends on what you need for that job, and we will try to find the most local source possible. So some for our exterior products, so a thermal oak. It's actually red oak, thermally modified at high temperatures in a kiln, turned into a really durable 40-year exterior wood, 20-year warranty, fantastic thermal pine, variety of other species. This is one of my favorites called walnut. So this is a soft maple, considered trash by the industry. We do a light thermal modification to enhance the color and turn waste into a beautiful finished product that will have value.
Got it. So we've had some products on in the past, right, that are doing something similar to this. But you're doing it across any species that really comes in.
Correct.
And taking something otherwise that would just be wood for burning and actually turning it into a viable product that's square, straight, and usable.
Absolutely. absolutely, with the lowest carbon footprint out there.
So what does that process look like for each? Is it the same for each species of wood that you put into it, or is it a different process depending on what the wood is?
It's a similar process. It just depends on where it's coming from and what the species is. So we route that to a primary processing mill, then kilns to dry it, then to thermal modification as needed, then to a profiling. It's graded at each step of the way to make sure we have good quality material. We're not just getting problematic material out of these fallen sources, because that's one of the misnomers or worries of salvaged wood is going to be full of defects and not as high quality. So we avoid all of that with a thorough grading process and maximize the yield out of the material.
So what I'm looking at here is like, what, 1 by 4.5 or 3/4 by 4.5 inch?
Yeah.
Sure. What are the profiles you can do with this stuff? Because, I mean, obviously these are just sample planks.
Yep. So we use, these are just like less than 4/4 material, so just for simple sample purposes, but we can do up to 8/4 in almost everything, sometimes a bit thicker. Any profile you need, standard profiles. We've got about 10 standard profiles, but we can do custom profiles as needed. So you need green lumber that's rough, we can get you that. You need finished profiled material, we can get you that.
And what are people using this for?
Flooring, cladding, exterior decking, exterior cladding, interior accent walls, you name it.
It can be used. It's like any other wood.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you can dream of it, you can use it for
Absolutely.
that.
Just a better source.
And the only thing I'll add to that, though, real quick, too, is we also partner, and this is really exciting for us, we partner with Mass Timber Industry to take the softwoods that we find in our supply chain and turn that into the best, lowest carbon mass timber option on the market right now, too. So that's really exciting for us. We also work with furniture companies where we sell our lumber to them directly so that they can manufacture domestically and have, again, the lowest carbon wood product available to them.
On the market.
Yes, correct.
And it's just wood laying there for anybody to grab.
Exactly.
You can have the whole world just go collect wood and bring it to your manufacturing facilities.
100%.
Right? Oh, I got a big tree fell, but these guys will take it.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly.
Right? Awesome. Well, listen, appreciate you, Zach. Appreciate you, Jeff. Thanks for taking a few minutes. We got to get some others. How do people get a hold of you?
Yeah, awesome. So right now, just go to carbonsmartwood.com. That's really where you can find all of us, and you can get to sales at carbonsmartwood.com to really get our products and see a lot of the sample boxes and get access to the material.
Excellent. Thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
All right, I think we're going to head over here. So there's a lot of action going on here. I'm not sure we're going to be able to get in here. We got the cameras going right now. ZS2 Technologies. We want to learn about ZS2 Technologies. We'll give them a second to clear their customer base a little bit. Yeah. Is it all right we come in? We don't want to ever kick customers out of a booth, right?
No, they're all friends.
Yeah. Let me I'm Dave Cooper. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi, and your name is?
Tyra. Nice to
Tyra.
meet you.
Just make sure you guys speak into the mic. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you guys do here.
Great. So my name's Doug Brown. I'm the CTO and one of the co-founders at ZS2. At ZS2, we've got a waste-to-cement technology where we're just reinventing cement. It's a more sustainable option. It's based around the chemistry of magnesium, which, if you're not familiar with it, I'm not surprised. It's more commonly known as a saltwater cement. And so if you can find the right combinations of salts and different types of rocks...
I thought saltwater and cement didn't go together well.
Great question.
Isn't that the whole thing?
It is. And that's sort of the beauty of what we've been doing. We combine CO2, which is something that we need to remove from the environment, with different types of salts, and then we're able to actually form a cement alternative material. And so what you're seeing here is the progress of that endeavor. We have 2 generations of products. One where we have magnesium cements that are right now generation 1 from commercial streams. And then the second one where we use almost entirely waste streams to generate these products.
So walk me through the process, and let's look at some of these panels. These are some of the examples of what it is. What are they being used for?
Yeah, so on an apples-to-apples comparison, we're literally trying to replace a layer of wood and drywall in a conventional build with a single, more resilient material. The benefits are that this type of product can be flooded, it can be exposed to flame, and still maintain its performance. And so this is a more resilient way for us to build these types of materials.
California, you listening?
Yeah.
Right? It's about time we learned and from our mistakes that we've been doing out there. Where are you guys based out of?
We're based out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Just east of the Rocky Mountains.
And whose brainchild of this? How many beers do you have to sit there and say, well, I'm going to do what everybody said we can't do, and that's use salt water to make a carbon fiber or cement You name it.
Yeah, so there's 40 of us working on this project right now.
Okay.
We're very passionate about driving some of the change that we want to see, and building more resiliently and with more sustainable materials. And so part of the genesis of this product was just looking at, okay, cement, one of the major emitters of emissions. How can we make this better, and how can we reinvent it? And this was the birth child.
Talk to me about the distribution process. I'm watching Dave Cooper live, and I say, hey, how do I use this? How do I try this? How does it get to my job site or my factory?
Yeah, so we call them tech partners. We have a distribution channel network where we look for general contractors, architectural firms, engineering firms that are sort of small to medium size, that have existing sales pipelines. We teach them about our project or our product because it is an educational sell a little bit. It's a different way to build with prefab.
Yeah.
And then we sort of feed into their existing pipelines. Then we have boots on the ground in local markets with the local relationships, and we partner with the locals in building these types of products.
So let me ask you this. So when you say prefab, right, it's a panel. Are you doing a full wall panel with this product on it?
We are, yes.
Yeah, so I want to clarify that. It's just not the product. That's why I'm looking, and then you're saying a system. So this is just the exterior or interior cladding on a system that you're using.
That's right. Yeah, so we have several different products.
Got it.
We have a structural panel. We have a cement siding stone veneer product.
Yeah.
We have raised access floor tiles, and we have bathroom backer boards that are 3 foot by 5 foot.
And bathroom backer boards.
Yep.
That's amazing. Okay, great. So you already have tech partners that are building this system, and you're distributing them?
Correct. Yeah. So we have 19 throughout the United States and Canada, mainly in the U.S.
Right.
And rapidly growing.
Well, we're gonna have to get in one of your factories one of these days and kind of show this process and what you guys do.
You're always welcome.
Love to see a job site too, where they're actually putting this into practice. Because I have not seen a system like this. We all seen wall panels. We see it on our show all the time. This is all we talk about. Our modular. But I've never seen it with a resilient backing on it already.
Yeah. We've actually we've won the largest Habitat for Humanity project in California history.
Yeah.
We were at the groundbreaking last fall, and then we'll be doing 107 homes in Calaveras here starting shortly. It's being produced in our factory right now, and then will be sent to them, and we can ship the entire building envelope in one truck.
In one truck, so it comes flat packed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We max out on volume, not on weight.
Got it. And you guys are going to end up doing windows and MEPs in the future in your wall panel system, or are you just sticking to this?
We're really sticking to the cement formulation. Yeah. That's our bread and butter. That's where we can provide the most impact.
Yeah. Awesome. How do people get a hold of you?
They can find us on social or our website, Z or Z for our American audiences, s2technologies.com.
Yeah.
Reach out to us and we will happily get in touch with you. We can get in touch with us by pigeon and we will find you. We're very excited to share our material and our technology.
I'm going to go buy a pigeon and hold you to that.
I will hold you to that.
Excellent. Well, thank you both very much for taking a few minutes. Yeah. Hope you're having a good show.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, pleasure. Have a good one. Have a good one. Where are we headed over here? To the next booth? Villa or Ocean? Great. Hi.
Hi. Yeah, we're actually expecting someone in 2 minutes. How long?
Okay. 2 minutes, really? We just want the elevator pitch of what you do.
Okay.
So, and I almost guarantee you that you'll have a lot more customers after this short little 2 minutes. We are live. Who wants to talk?
Go for it. I can talk.
Yeah. Tell us a little bit about who you are.
My name's Heather Mix. I'm the Vice President of Operations at Villa. My CEO was...
That's all right.
This is Sean Roberts. He is our CEO.
Yep.
Villa is the #1 provider of manufactured housing on permanent foundations in the state of California, and we do this by using off-site construction in various infill locations.
Okay.
Whether that's consumer backyard ADUs, whether that's multifamily B2B applications. We're also expanding into PropCo, where we're purchasing land and building out pocket neighborhoods using pre-manufactured housing. And then we're also working on large-scale fee building, so with build-to-rent rent interest.
So what's the difference between your product and any other manufactured modular ADU on the market?
Want to take that, Sean?
Several things. So we design all of our own products in-house and then have various manufacturers build them for us on a white label contract manufacturing basis. Yep. We design our homes to a pretty high spec level, so oftentimes we're building 9-foot ceiling heights, 2x6 exterior walls, nicer flooring, nicer finishes, but with a high level of customization and personalization. For individual consumers who go to our website, they can engage in our design studio and configure their home very dynamically on the internet and see a variety of choices around many of the aspects of the home's finish level, floor plan, the physical configuration of the home, and see pricing in real time while they configure it, which is pretty cool.
Yeah. So you have a whole configurator online. Customer can go plug and play, build their dream of what they want, and know what it's going to cost them.
Exactly. And
all the way to the site cost, or just foundation up?
All the way through to a site cost estimate. That's pretty hard. Anyone who tells you they can do that from a computer is lying to you. So we actually go on site to really dial that in.
Yeah.
And it's overall, it's actually pretty darn accurate up front.
Sure.
But because we do have a lot of data that we use to calibrate the model on a desktop basis, so it's close, but ultimately you do have to go and verify soil conditions and setbacks and all the other idiosyncrasies of actually
being a recovering modular home builder of 20 years, I know the pains well on what it is. Well, listen, I know you guys have somebody coming. How do people get a hold of you?
Villahomes.com.
Villahomes.com. And what is your distribution radius?
All over California, and we're now in Colorado, but we're only doing merchant home building for ourselves in Colorado right now. So we if folks are interested in working with us in Colorado, we'll have a conversation, but we're mostly doing it for our own account there.
Love it. Thank you so much. That wasn't so bad, was it?
Perfect.
Quick and easy. Just trying to get awareness out of everybody here. You guys have a good show, and make sure you close that deal. I said it live, by the way. All right, we're going over here. Have a good one now. All right. So where are we going to now? All right, everybody. Adept Materials, right? Hi, Derek. I'm Dave Cooper.
Pleasure to meet you, Dave.
Yeah, here, take that, and if you don't mind, just hold it up.
Okay.
Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
My name is Derek Stein. I'm the founder of Adept Materials. I'm a technical founder. My background's in science, and I wanted to solve moisture problems in buildings.
Moisture problems, yeah.
So we're developing a number of materials that will solve problems from the inside of the building and from the outside of the building. Our first product is a moisture control paint and primer system that's going to solve moisture problems even in places like bathrooms.
So it's just the paint?
We're just changing up the primer and the paint. It goes on the same way.
Okay. Got it. And so walk me through how that changes it, right? Does it allow it to breathe? How does it work?
So there are two layers to it. The top coat has got an additive in it with a huge capacity to store away excess vapor.
Okay.
So when you turn on the hot water in the shower and all that steam starts coming out,
right.
1 gallon of paint that you put on your walls has the capacity to store away about a Coke can worth of water, 12 ounces.
Right.
So that means that if it's stored inside a safe additive of the top coat, it's not condensing on the walls, it's not going through into the gypsum, it's not going in a place where it can cause problems. And then later, when the shower ends, the door opens, and ventilation starts happening, the same material slowly releases it back into the ventilated space.
So you're telling me this paint's going to absorb, because when I come out of my shower, right, you can almost write your name on the walls, especially when the bath fan's way over there, what have you. But you're saying this will actually absorb a lot of that water, and then release it back safely, so it doesn't get into the sheetrock or gypsum or into the wood panel behind.
We do have a demo here. I don't know how this is going to show up, but we put some hot water in a cup inside of a box.
Okay.
And the lid of one of these is a conventional paint, and you're seeing the conventional results. The other one stayed dry, and the humidity stayed about 15-20 percentage points lower.
Got it. And what about you? Said you had another product as well?
Number 2 product coming up is a water-resistive barrier film, so WRB, home wrap kind of stuff.
What we traditionally see.
Exactly. Yeah. And the difference here is that this knows about direction. And so you can think of this like a one-way valve for water vapor.
Yeah.
So water vapor can pass out of the wall to dry out, but the vapor that tries to get in, say on a hot, humid day or when it's raining, that same material is going to resist that.
Got it.
So it keeps the humidity much lower and protects against moisture damage that's coming from the risk coming from the outside.
So this is for the exterior of a home. Correct. Would you also use this in a bathroom behind something? I guess you don't have to if you got the paint, is what you're telling me,
We're trying to find the solutions that are drop-in, that are people with the way they're already building and just making better versions of those materials.
This has a sticky back. That's telling me that when you roll this on, it sticks on and you're not sitting there trying to fight a whole roll?
Yeah, so that's the side that goes up against the exterior, the sheathing layer, and then the other side faces out the water.
Absolutely. Very cool. Excuse me for a second. Yeah, so that's all right. This is pretty awesome stuff. This I've seen. This I've never seen. That's cool.
Yeah. So it's
going to
be on the
market. So many existing homeowners.
Yeah, so we're looking forward to launching the product this year. So 2025, the target's to launch in the summer.
Right.
It's going to be marketed under the brand name LilyPad. So keep your eyes peeled for that.
That's a great name, right? Yeah. We're talking about staying on top of the water.
Stay on top of the water, exactly.
Awesome. Well, Derek, how's the show been for you guys?
It's been fantastic.
Yeah.
Wonderful engagement. A lot of really interesting, knowledgeable people coming from all over the place.
Right.
It's wonderful to be in this community and finally be in a place where we got something to give back.
Right. And now you're going to be a one-stop shop. You can cover the exterior of the house and the interior of the house.
That's what the plan
all in one
is,
thing, right? And release all the moisture to where it needs to go.
Exactly.
That means everybody stays healthy, your kids stay healthy, and it's a healthier world. All right.
Wonderful.
Derek, thank you so much.
Dave, thank you very much
for dropping by. Thanks for having us, everybody. Yeah. Thank you. Yeah. All right, we're going to head over here. Oh, you know what? How does everybody get a hold of you? Just lilypad.com?
adeptmaterials.com or lilypadpaints.com for the product.
Thank you. Wonderful. All right, great. Over here? Good. All right, who are we talking with here?
Howdy, Taylor Logan of DTO, Design Together.
Taylor. All right, Taylor. Here, hold that. Tell me a little bit about DTO.
Okay, so DTO is a SaaS-based platform meant to empower architects through what's called the design documentation, DD, and construction documentation phases. So we leverage AI to help them jumpstart the process, standardize it, and really make their overall design workflow a lot more efficient and effective. As well as we partner with building product manufacturers to engage directly with the architect at the design process phase. So make it a whole bunch more engaging for them with the architect.
So tell me, as an architect, I'm drawing. What's that software going to do to simplify my life?
So at that point, what it's going to do is once they've actually gotten their 3D model and they've gotten buy-in from the ultimate developer, and they're ready to actually get the real information into it, they're going to run our software. The AI is going to analyze what's going on in their 3D model, and then it's going to provide from our detail catalog or theirs the necessary 2D BIM, building information modeling information to jumpstart that process.
And so how does the suppliers fit into that then? What are they doing with you?
So the suppliers fit in because they actually have live hosted marketplace directly to the architects when they're designing. And so when that architect is ready to start specifying, they can actually reach out directly to those suppliers, as well as all of that data and component is there before the manufacturers can actually arrive.
Got it. So basically, they don't have to go and source and go through catalogs. You basically are building the product catalog with the suppliers, so they can just plug and play within the system.
Yes, sir. Right there with all of that building information modeling live, and then at any point they have a question and they want to reach out directly to a rep. They have that capability right within the platform.
Got you. How long have you guys been doing this now?
So 2.5 years is when the company was founded, and then we officially came out ready to party in October with our product, went through MVP, beta testing, and now we're live on the market and rapidly expanding.
You got customers all over the United States?
United States, a few in Korea, and then we just actually signed our first Canadian firm. So
did you?
Expanding. We're officially global now, but a focus in the U.S. For the time being.
That's great. How do people get a hold of you?
So now they can go to our website, dtoaec.com, and then on there's a request a demo or contact us form, or they can find me personally, Taylor Logan, on LinkedIn.
Taylor, appreciate you, man.
Well, thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks for giving us a little bit of insight in what you're doing.
Yeah,
you guys have a good show. It's been good for you?
You as well. Oh, yeah.
Definitely. Oh, love it.
I'm excited.
Thanks, buddy. Thank you. All right, we're going to head over here, and we're going to go down. We got a lot of real busy stuff happening. Yeah. We're going to walk straight down. That's Reframe System, NTM. They've been on our show before. If you're not familiar with Reframe, maybe if we can come back, Reframe, we'll come back. You're in the middle of it. So let's go over here. Let me see. I want to talk to Ocean. We recently had Ocean on our show not too long ago, but I think if they can step away, this is a really cool bamboo product that we want to definitely talk about. So hopefully Alexa can. Yeah. You mind? I don't want to take away business. How are you? No, we're like family now.
All right. This is our third interview together.
Third. I know, but here you are. You keep grinding away. I see you got the new panel system as well.
Yeah.
Walk us through what you got going on here. Now we can physically actually touch and feel it.
Yeah.
Talk me through it.
Yeah, so as you know, my background, I worked in global health. The problem I was trying to solve was roofing in India, something that could reflect heat. So we do like a cool roof paint coating. That's what we launched with. And we're launching is this cool roof panel. For the U.S. market, we're looking at like interior finishing decorative paneling, doing a rain screen application. But this is a prototype of a wall system.
Can I hold it?
Yeah, of course. So.
How cool is that? You can have sheetrock on it.
Vic, you come in and you talk about this.
Yeah.
Talk about the science. So I'm not the scientist. I work with an incredible team of engineers.
There you go. Take that. Tell me about this. Tell me, is it Vikram?
Vikram.
Vikram.
Yeah.
Okay, Vikram, give us the science.
Well, this is meant to be a prefabricated panel system for walls.
Yeah.
Right? So basically what we're trying to do is replace a typical stud wall with a pre-constructed, prefabricated panel that's composed of these corrugated panels in the core.
Did I say that?
You're repurposing the panel for several uses.
Exactly. So
that's efficient.
It has built-in studs, for example.
Right.
So it can take gravity loads.
Okay.
And it has built-in insulation, so it can be a higher insulating capacity.
Right.
And a drywall on the interior, and an exterior panel. So that's one option.
Right.
There are a variety of different things you could do with it. It's very flexible.
Very flexible. Yeah. And is it just wall panels? Could it be floor panels?
It could be floor panels as well. For example, you don't have to make this thick.
Right.
We do have an example of something where you could make thinner panels, insulate, and that could span quite a bit. Right. So you can make floor panels.
And it's light.
It's very light.
And solid.
Yeah.
And
it's
recyclable.
very stiff and strong.
Yeah,
exactly. And right now we're using a commercially produced insulation that has an R value of 6 to 7 per inch, made by Dow. Yeah. But you could use a variety of different kinds of insulation materials.
So distribution, I know these are some prototypes and what have you.
I'll give it back to Alexa for distribution.
Thank you so much.
I'm just closing my first seed round with angel investors, and we're building out our manufacturing facility right now. So it's underway. Cool. Facility will be done by September, so we're ready to start taking orders in October.
And so how do people get a hold of you then?
Our website, www.ocean.build. You can sign up for the mailing list. That would be a great way. If you have a direct, inquiry for me, my email is alexa@ocean.build.
Sure.
So we'll be launching kind of first looking at kind of ideally these interior sort of applications or sort of outdoor. We're not for the U.S. market doing roofing, in terms of residential. As a startup, it's just too much for us to take on right now.
But it's providing roofing for people that really, really need it.
Yeah.
That's affordable and that they can use. Yeah.
And I think that's the beautiful thing about this product is it has an impact in the areas that we manufacture. We're able to create, positive impact and while being hopefully a really beautiful, sustainable, durable product here.
Yeah, I love this. I love the panel system. I think there's some real value as you start moving this forward in the market because that's how it's going.
Yeah,
right? With the manufacturing offsite. And the fact that you're only using, 3 products on there? 4 products? 3? Yeah, 4 with the installation, 4 products. Yeah. Versus a bunch of different stud sizes and sheathing. I love it.
Thank you. Well, it's great to hear from you because I'm biased. So
you're biased. Yeah, you are biased. I know, but it's your product. You should be biased. So, all right. So everybody knows how to get a hold of you at ocean.com.
No, .build.
Oh, geez.
Ocean.build.
That's right. So everybody knows how to get a hold of you at ocean.build. I love when people, it's live. How's it? It's been a busy show for you?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's been, nonstop, but
It was worth your time coming?
Oh, yeah. It was, incredible opportunity. Good. Made so many contacts.
Yeah, good.
Super excited to launch this year.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad we were able to come over here and see you. So keep up the good work.
Thank you.
And reach out when we can help you.
Always, a pleasure. Thanks.
Love it. New minds in the industry right there.
Thank you.
We're going to move over here. Plank. We're coming to Plank. Plank Structural Systems. Oh, please do tell. How are you doing, Michael? I'm Dave Cooper.
Hi, Dave. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, why don't you hold this here? What is that?
We have the first modular prefabricated foundation system to replace slab-on-grade concrete.
Foundation system?
Foundation system.
No kidding. Yeah, there's some weight on that, huh?
It's pretty heavy, yeah. It's made of structural C-channel, light gauge metal studs. It's got a sheet metal bottom to it. It's fully encased in a waterproof membrane.
Okay.
Filled with foam. And then the top level here is your subfloor already. So when you set this, you have a waterproof, insulated system that's ready for structure.
That's insane, really. Oh, man, there is some weight behind that. I was going to sit there and flex it out, but, I don't want to show off. So, can I turn it?
Yeah,
Stop
absolutely.
Scratch every counter. So you already have the vapor barrier on the outside here, right?
Correct.
Is that what we're talking
That's
here?
right.
Right. And you said underneath has the same thing, but it's wrapped in an aluminum
piece of galvanized sheet metal.
Galvanized sheet metal.
It'll stop any sort of critter or insect from getting through.
Walk me through how you deliver this product and set this product.
So a typical size of this product is 8'6" wide. That'll fit on a standard truck, 24 feet long.
Okay.
Now we take a look at the footprint of your plan and we'll optimize the module size.
Okay.
To get as many typical size modules as we can.
Sure.
This gets delivered to the site. It's held to the ground with helical piers.
Okay.
So we have 2 helical piers on each of the long sides that are 4 feet in from the end. And then this gets bolted right to it. So in a 2,300 square foot house, for example, day 1 we would deliver the modules, we would lay out where the piers go. Day 2, the drilling company would come and set the piers, and day 3 we would install the modules.
So in 3 days I have a finished foundation.
Less than a week you have a finished foundation ready for structure.
And that's the plate already on top.
And that's the plate already on top.
No kidding. And your team levels it out, gets everything set, or do you work with the distribution network?
The projects that we do ourselves in the first few, because we're just coming out of the ground now, we do it all ourselves. Eventually we'll be selling this to users, and the vision forward on is that we'll actually license the technology and let people build it themselves.
To build it themselves.
That's right. We think on a large-scale subdivision that the developer can save a lot of time and money, and they can have the plant right on site. So we can build larger format modules because they're not transporting on the roads.
Compared to traditional costs, what are we looking at?
In California, it's 25% less than a traditional slab-on-grade.
Got it.
If you put all of these assemblies in that slab.
Yeah, and that's going to be the same on the East Coast or big cities, right? You get
That's
Midwest
right.
and everything
That's
else. It gets a little bit, labor's cheaper, I guess is the
exactly right.
Is what happens there. But the difference between this and anything else is it's already pre-insulated.
That's right.
Nothing's getting through it. And if it's a solid piece of galvanized, you're not getting any of those cracks in the walls either. So there's a structural pushback. How about shear wall strength on this?
It's very strong. Now this again is just a slab. Where we have point loads coming down, we can double up the studs in the design so it can handle whatever loads coming down.
Can you ever go to a full wall system on this?
No, we don't build wall systems at all.
Just the slab?
Just the slabs, yes.
Yeah, brilliant. And then you don't even need concrete over top.
No concrete at all.
No concrete.
Yep.
That's a pretty cool system, man. Plank, how do people get a hold of you, Michael?
Mike at plank-systems.com.
Yeah?
And we'll be happy to talk to anybody who's interested.
Got it. So if you're looking for a foundation slab system, this is worth taking a look at, especially today if you want to get the energy efficiency, you want to keep the moisture out of your basement. Just another option in the tool belt for everybody that's out there doing this.
Thank you.
Hey, thank you so much. Really appreciate your time, Michael.
Take care.
All right, we're going to walk over. Got it. Got it. All right. Excuse me 1 second if you don't mind. All right, hi, how are you, Gillian? Jillian.
Yeah.
Jillian, I'm sorry.
Totally.
Jillian, tell us a little bit about what you guys do. Is it Forge?
Forge?
Yeah. I'm getting both names wrong. All right, go with it. Tell us a little bit about who you are and what you do.
Yeah, we use AI to ladder local, county, state, and international codes so you can quickly query and get answers to your questions regarding codes in a specific city in seconds, or then you can also take data points from across hundreds, thousands of cities and have them in a database and plug it into your current process, whether that's prospecting or design engineering or submitting permits, or if you're just on site, you need to answer some questions.
So you're collecting all the data from all the local municipalities across the country. You're putting it in an essential database, and you're telling me as a builder, developer, no matter where I want to look in the world to understand what the codes are, what the zoning is, regulations, setback, heights, all that.
Yep, at least
you have
in the
it all
United
right
States.
there?
Yeah, all of the information for zoning, any codes. So if you're bringing a circus to town, we can help you with that. Anything that needs regulatory information.
Got it. Tell me a little bit about the company. When did you guys start?
Started a little bit less than a year ago, but we're moving super fast, and we're working also with cities, and they're giving a lot of input on how we can build something that's really useful across all of these markets.
So that's a great question. So you're working with local governments, municipalities. Is that typically who the client you're seeing is?
Most of our clients are in development, and that can be residential, that can be clean tech, solar, it can be commercial, anything. And we're also working with cities because they want to bring more developers in to make housing build a lot faster.
Right. Well, that's the whole idea. So I was going to say, what is the value add for somebody that's looking at this saying, all right, she has all the codes in the system?
Yeah.
It's just that. It's being able to decipher very quickly, no matter where you are, what you can or cannot do.
What you can and cannot do, and it can move a lot faster, and when you submit things, you get them right the first time.
Right the first time.
That's right.
That means you get your plans stamped faster.
Yeah.
Means you build your product quicker.
Absolutely.
How do people get a hold of you guys?
You can go to our website, forge.com, and reach out, contact at forge.com.
I love it. I think that's a wrap, right, Jen? I mean, there's so many others, but there's so much going on. You're going to be the end of the show with me. So with that said, make sure you guys go to forge.com and all the other startups that are in here. You got to support people coming out with new ideas. It's the only way we're advancing construction. It's the only way we're moving forward, right? You agree with all that?
Absolutely.
There's some cool products here. So we're going to come to you live again tomorrow, maybe once, maybe twice. We got some other halls to go to. I'm Dave Cooper. Make sure you thank all of our supporting members as well. Thank you to FIBO, Cobalt Creek. Forge is supporting us right now by standing there holding the mic saying nothing. She's having fun, though. All right, one more time, forge.com.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, everybody, have a great one. I'm Dave Cooper. Keep watching. What an amazing show. Thank you to all of our sponsors for helping us to continue to bring all of these innovative conversations to all of you out there. Please visit them, see what they have to offer you, and as always, subscribe to the YouTube channel and ring that bell. It would mean the world to us. I'm Dave Cooper. Thanks for watching.